ladies and gentlemen, for the Ultimate Warrior figure here. Uh, when I originally unboxed this video, just to prove that it's the real figure, once again, there you go. But, yeah, when I unboxed this figure a couple of months ago, for a while I was debating, should I glue this crack on his arm or should I just leave it alone? And for the longest time it's been fine, his arm been on there, it hasn't been coming off or anything like that. But I was like, you know what? Just in case, I don't want it to crack even more and come apart and, that would be even a big fucking if it did come apart, then, you know, basically, yeah, I could glue it, but it wouldn't really look that good. So when I got it in the mail, sadly, he had a little crack between basically the arm down here, a little crack, and basically just to prevent it from cracking even more or splitting open even more, I just put it some little bit of super glue down there. Yeah, you could see some of it is dried up, and I don't really like the fact that some of it dried up. You can see. But I tried my best, and I basically just did this at the time before I super glued it. I just pushed his arm a little bit so some of that crack can come open a little bit more so it could be more open. And then I just dropped some little bit of super glue down in there where it was cracked, and then I just took my own finger, pushed the arm back in like this, and it closed, and then, it just dried for a little bit. It had been dried for 24 hours, and it's fine. Again, like I said, I don't think it would have, split or came off. It's a super hard rubber figure, it's super hard. And I think that's another thing as well. The later figures for the Blackhearted series, like Rick Rude, for example, him and Ultimate Warrior are made out of more of a harder rubber. They actually are. They're made out of way more harder rubber compared to, Series 1, Series 2. Those are made out of harder rubber. I mean, a hard rubber as well, Series 1, Series 2. But I don't know what type of rubber Grand Toys were using, but if you actually have the real Ultimate Warrior figure, then yeah, you would know yourself, his rubber is made out of a more, harder rubber. And I think that's what just happens, toys are not really made to last forever. They're not. They're not made to last forever and such, and, over time, I think that's what happens, I think the rubber just tends to split and crack from over time. It could be from the heat, it could be just from, many things it could be from, but, yeah, so I just decided to drop a little bit of dots, just some super glue, just a couple of dots inside of his arm there where it was a little bit cracked, and, should I really have done that? No, because it can very impact the value of the figure. It really could, but, I just decided to fix it up, and, I'm crazy enough. I really am. If I really want to buy a whole nother one, I can do that and just wish, for the best. Just buy another one and just wish for the best, or hope for the best, or whatever. But, yeah, besides that, though, like before, his arm wasn't coming off or anything, but just for now, at least, to prevent it from cracking or splitting more, I just decided to glue it, and just call it a day and just glue it. So, besides that, though, he's fine. He's a perfect fine figure. He's not really that beaten up at all, actually. So, but, it happens. Again, I think it's really just the rubber that they used, because I even have a Hulk Hogan figure, and the back of his legs have some little slits on them, like little cracked slits on the back of his legs, so I mean, it's probably just the rubber that cracks or splits from over time, for some of the figures. Because some of them, they did make out of, a blue rubber, or some of them they made out of a gray, for, Slick and such, and for, Honky Tonk Man, and they used different rubbers for these figures back in the day, so I guess just to prevent it, I just decided to glue it, or super glue it. But besides that, though, that's really about it. It is the real figure. Like I said, I didn't really want to do this. I wish I didn't have to do this, but just to prevent it from possibly cracking more and splitting all the way down his arm or something. Even on the other side, doing the same thing. But so that's why I just did that. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and if you're wondering, have I been playing with this figure? Yes, I actually have. I have used this figure for some other, Funtime LJN Funtime Wrestling figure matches, and that's way before I even glued the arm, and he was perfectly fine, so, but just in case, so, that's really about it. Didn't really want to do this, but, when you buy a pretty rare item, you want to make sure that it's not going to get any more damaged, and, so, and I am pretty easy with my stuff. It was just like that when I got it in the unboxing there. It was just like that. Again, I don't think it had really something to do with the person that had it. I really think just over time, that just happened, The rubber tends to split and crack, and I really think that's what it really is. But, that's really about it. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe once again. LJN toy reviews are not gonna stop. Don't worry about that, or new buys. It's just, I need to get more money situated. Once I do, we already know. If you've seen my other video on this whole topic, I should have some more money here in the next couple of weeks, or, and such. So pretty soon here, there should be another LJN figure, unboxing in a few weeks, but besides that, though, yeah, so I know I didn't really want to fix it, but it is what it is, so bye bye.